Aloha, welcome back. So the summer solstice has arrived. That means summer is here. And of course, we're in the middle of our first heat wave. That's right, 90 degrees all week long, and it should hit about 100 degrees on Friday, which is a perfect day for the beach. Next to water, hopefully there's a nice breeze. And this cocktail comes today from Trailer Happiness in London. And I first learned about it in my friend Matt's book, Minimalist Tiki. He's written a number of great books on tiki and rum with his wife, and on page 260 it gives you the recipe. Now usually when I look at a recipe, I do some research and I see if there's any variations, but when I type in basic beach, I get all these other basic summer cocktails not related to that one. So here's the official recipe. It's on their website, but it's also in the book. And so we're going to make that right now. You want to use a hurricane or tulip glass for this. If you don't have one, then of course you could always use a tall Collins glass or zombie glass or highball, whatever you want to call it. But since I do have this glass, first thing we're going to do is we're going to fill this with ice. Got my ice. These measurements are very, very simple. This is probably something you could even memorize. It's basically 3/4 of an ounce of everything. 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lime juice. 3/4 of an ounce of banana liqueur. This is Banana do Brazil. 3/4 of an ounce of Midori. Midori's always been one of my favorites since I was legally able to drink melon liqueur. Not sure if it's from Japan or Mexico, but it was a real staple in the 80s when it was introduced at Saturday Night Fever's wrap party after they filmed the movie. And it's really delicious liqueur. It's very tropical. I'm surprised you don't see this in more tiki drinks. This is really the only thing that saved tiki in the 80s, was something like this. So 3/4 of an ounce of Midori. And finally, 3/4 of an ounce of silver rum. I'm using Don Q Cristal because that's what they call for, and I just happen to have it on hand. I'm going to turn this guy over because now we want 1 3/4 ounces of pineapple juice. So everything is 3/4 of an ounce except for the pineapple. That's 1 3/4 ounces. And now would be a great time for you to go hit subscribe and like this while I shake. Let's grab a strainer and strain it into the fresh, clean ice. I like that foam on top, a little bit of sea foam. Now it says to garnish this with pineapple fronds, which I don't have, or banana chips, but I found these cute little bananas in the supermarket, so I'm going to give these a shot. Why not a little umbrella while we're at it? And since I have a whole bunch of them from the last episode, we're even going to put a Little Mermaid on here. So let's give it a taste. It's my first time trying it. Yeah, you got the pineapple in there, you got the Midori. It's really not too tart, not too sweet. None of the flavors are really dominating. It's a nice, light drink. It's even pretty light in alcohol, all things considered. There's 3 different alcohols in here, but the heaviest proof is the rum, and we're only using 3/4 of an ounce of that. So this is something that you want if you can't get to the beach this weekend during a heat wave. Just something that screams summer to you. Wherever the beach is, maybe you can't get to the beach, maybe the beach is a real problem for you to get to, maybe you're in a landlocked state and can't get to the lake, whatever the case may be, this is a great light cocktail on a hot day. Again, not overpowering in any way, shape, or form. This is something you could drink slowly, and you're not going to feel it go right to your head right away. I am curious about this banana, so I am going to give this a little taste. The guy at the supermarket says they say it tastes the same as regular bananas, but my wife says they're more concentrated because that's what they have down in South America. Let's give it a taste. It's creamier, it's denser. I kind of like these. I do have a recipe for banana bread on my website, and I think I'm going to use these in my next banana bread recipe as soon as I'm done with my drink. Really a nice, well-balanced, mild drink, but with a lot of flavor. So, till next time, keep cool, mahalo, and cheers.
Isn't happy hour anytime?